Hello and welcome back to day number 19 of our 30-day island challenge to complete an entire island in only 30 real-life days with a no Nintendo Online. And today is day number 19. We are almost at the 2/3 mark, which is a little scary. But today I have a big kind of area planned, so I feel like we'll catch up today a little bit. But as you can see behind me, we have a campsite villager. I wasn't gonna actually play on this day. I was just waiting for my stuff to get delivered to my mailbox because I ordered some stuff from Nook Shopping for today's build. And I wasn't going to stay on this day because it's raining and I hate decorating in the rain. But we have a campsite villager, so I figured might as well check this out before we time travel back in time. So, I suppose, let's see who is here. It's Paolo, the very pink elephant. Yeah, not gonna take him. Sorry. I actually don't, hate Paolo, but he's an elephant and he's pink, so he definitely doesn't really match the island. Elephants aren't really farm animals, and pink is not in her color scheme. Also, you can see I moved my tree farm here because the area I'm planning on working today is where our tree farm was before, so I had to move that. But I real quick want to see what's in Nook's Cranny today. Alright, let's see. I might just buy this because I have a couple already, and I have the DIY for the stacked shopping baskets, so I'm just gonna buy one. And then nothing else. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and time travel. Well, actually, see, look, I got the little app because I've bought so much. I think you get it at 100, and I feel like this is the first time I have ever gotten this, so that's pretty cool. I also like that you can check the special stuff. I thought it was only the catalog part, but no, you can look at the special stuff too, which is really cool. And I'm probably really late learning that, but you learn something new every day. Okay, I'm gonna time travel back in time to where it's not raining, and then we can work on the build of the day. Welcome back, everyone. We are now in the area that we're going to be decorating today, and that is in the area of the two bowl of villagers that we have. So we have T-Bone and Angus. They do have very different aesthetics going on, but we are going to give them somewhat of a tree farm / lumber area, I guess. Maybe they do all the wood products for the island. So that's kind of what I had planned. I have been kind of busy this morning making some custom codes. So I have a lot, as you can see. So first, I should show you. I updated our flag. I did have that Stardew chicken that I was going to use, but instead I made this cute little flag. I was heavily inspired by one I found on Pinterest, and that one looks a little bit more similar to this one, but I decided it was looking a little too fall, so I did change the colors over to a brighter version. So this is definitely not an original idea. Shout out to the creator of that flag that I basically copied. I turned this little stall design into a food truck code. I tried to make it look like they were selling salads or something because the veggies on the island. I also made a coffee bean bag kind of design that we had the soil bag, so I turned one into a coffee bean bag, which I thought was really cute. I also I made this cute little frog. Don't think I'm going to use him, but he makes me happy. I made a couple different ones. Actually, let me show you those where I have them on the ground because they kind of make more sense. I think I still have them on the ground over here. I do. Okay, so I made these little planter boxes. I have one that's plain and then one that has little grass kind of growing out of it. And then I also made, it's supposed to look like stacked wood, but this goes on a simple panel. Oh, I think I actually have one customized because I had to go to Harv's to customize the outside. So this is what it looks like. I feel like it looks, I think it gets the idea across. Hopefully, unless you look at this and you're like, what in the world is that? It's supposed to be chunks of wood. I tried my best. I did have two different versions. I ended up going with the more orange version because I feel like the trees are a little bit more in that color scheme, but I do have a more dulled down version as well, and I'm just gonna pick whichever one I want, I guess. But I made some of those codes for this area that we're planning on doing today, and that's gonna be over here. Yay! I'm trying to decide if I want to extend this build down here as well, because I was kind of thinking of giving them a wood carving area as well, having them like make the furniture on the island. We have a bunch of DIYs that are like wood based. So like we have the ring toss and the wooden fish, the decoy duck, stuff like that, where like it could look like they were like building it on a table. But initially I had thought about putting a little food truck situation over here, but I was also kind of thinking that we could do that. Man, I wish I had a vaulting pole. This is the only area on the island that is like kind of annoying to get to, because we don't have a way to get across right here, because there's actually like no good spot to put like a bridge right here, which is really annoying. I don't even think it would fit up there because this is only 3 tiles. But yeah, if you see that little like chunk of land right there, like you see where that tree is kind of right there, I could put the food truck over there. And what I was thinking of doing in front of the museum, I know yesterday I talked about doing kind of like a 1.0-esque feeling, I don't know, like dinosaur dig area, and having like the display case with the different types of dinosaurs. But instead I was like, why don't we make like a coffee farm? So we have like the cacao plant, we have the coffee plant, which you get from Brewster, but you can order it on the Nook shopping app, which is really good. I just put this here to see what it would look like. But maybe we could also do some sugar cane, so it looks like they make sugar and coffee here. And then maybe we can actually do like a little coffee food truck. So I could actually make this into like a coffee one. I will probably customize that later to be like a brown version or something. But maybe we could do like a little coffee plant type build over here. And I really wish I had the bistro tables, because I think it would be cool to have like bistro tables set up out here, and then the coffee farm being a little farther forward, because this is a large area just to have a coffee farm. But I was also thinking we could put this with the tree farm and have it in that little area that I was talking about that was supposed to be the food truck, so we could have that over there. I was also thinking we could do a bamboo area as well, like they're cutting bamboo and stuff, because I do have some bamboo, what are those things called? Sprouts in my storage, I believe. So I could do that here as well. So with all of that, I have a lot of ideas, not sure which way I want to go, but I think I definitely want there to be like a little tree farm situation right here. And something that I have, I ordered a bunch of stuff. Like I moved my mailbox over here. Look at all of this stuff in my mailbox. I time traveled so many days to order the stuff I wanted for this. So bottle crates, toolboxes, tool shelves, simple panels. Look at all this. I also got 2 of the Nook Mile items, which I know I said I was gonna like maybe not do, but I felt like they would really work in this area, so I did order those 2. But I ordered a bunch of stuff. See all this? A whole bunch of stuff for this area, which cost a lot of money, and that's why I got the Nook shopping app. But I was thinking we could have like a little shed situation over here, probably with another one behind it, and having the little tree farm right here. So I think I want to start by laying down some in-game pathing and kind of mapping out areas that I want. And I'm trying to think of how I want to set this up. It's kind of weird when we have the custom design pathing right here, because I can't do like a row right here, right? Like if I wanted to do this would be very weird because they're connecting. So I'd have to separate this by a tile at least and have it like this. You know, I could also just have a giant chunk of like dark dirt, which could work. I was also thinking I want to do, where is it? The barbed wire fence across right here, and maybe add in some bushes in between. So like a bush here and then another little bit of fencing, and maybe a bush there, more fencing, kind of stuff like that. So I think that's what I want to do with this front area, and we have a little bit of it right here as well. And then not quite, I might just like, I mean, this is a very small like bush flower, you know, very small right there, but I think that's what I want to do right here. And I feel like it gives more of like a little, be careful, you know, this is like a dangerous area. We're wood chopping over here, okay? And then I was thinking about using the tank over in this area as well. I had a red tank and I took it over to get customized to be yellow. so it stood out from the house a little bit. But I like the big tall items. I think it's really nice. I was thinking of putting over here. Not sure if I'm gonna keep it. I also want to pick an area for that custom design simple panel. I have another simple panel to make so they're side by side, but I was thinking of putting it in front of a storefront, and I again customized it in the yellow version, so it would look like that, and then the other simple panel would be right here. That's actually kind of a cute spot for that, although it's kind of weird with the tank behind it. I might move the tank, but I feel like this is kind of a cute, I mean, I could move it back here as well. I don't know. I'm gonna mess around with stuff, see if I can find a layout that I like, and then I can kind of show you the progress that I'm making. Okay, so this is what I have so far. We have a little shed on this side next to T-Bone's house, and I think it's cute because he has a blue roof and the little shed is blue. They aren't the same blue, but I'm just gonna ignore that because I can't really do anything about it. But I decided to go with just the big chunk of dark dirt, I guess. I added 2 full-grown trees and chopped them down, so 1 cedar and 1 hardwood. And then I do have this little tree right here. I'm not quite sure if I want to keep it as a like blossomed tree, you know, how it has the green leaves, or if I want to chop it down so it's like a tiny little stump. That would be kind of cute too. But back here I have a bunch of like wooden items. I have a bunch of chopped wood. I have a little wild log bench back here, which I think is really cute. And then I was thinking of adding, I feel like I need something over in this area. I also need a way to get to like T-Bone's house and kind of like distinguish the 2 areas, I suppose. I do have a tool cart. I don't know if I grabbed that. I have so much stuff in my pockets. I literally don't even know what's in here. Okay, I think the tool cart might still be in my mailbox, actually. Yeah, toolbox and tool cart is what I was talking about. Let me grab those. So I was kind of thinking of putting the tool cart kind of like on a half tile right here, like putting that there, and then having the toolbox, which I have the orange version again, which is I think will be nice because orange and blue are opposite colors on the color wheel, so they kind of complement each other nicely. But I think this is a really cute, like, tiny little farm. I think I want to do a couple more of like these around the area. I don't know how much I can fit over here though, and like I wasn't sure if I should spread it out over here because we can really only have like 2 spots for trees, like 2 wide. I guess I can try to pull over the pathing and see what it looks like. It's just a little weird because it like bumps out, you know. We could curve this though. Can I get back in that corner? I can stand on it. I'll try that in a second. But if we bring it out like this, I can probably add a couple more trees. This area is also pretty brown, so I do want to add some color to it somehow. I think I do want to curve these little guys. Oh, this guy has OP. Whoa, that was just like a giant thing of thunder. I don't know if the mic picked it up, but it was like a boom. Okay, something like that. And then we have this little area to kind of play with. I've also seen people use like the log stools with like a custom design underneath it. I would have to like make the custom design, which I don't 100% feel like doing. But we could put a tree here and here. Maybe we put 2 of the smaller trees over, maybe like a larger hardwood and then a small cedar, like a medium cedar and a large hardwood. So like this size hardwood, and then you see that little baby tree right there. We can grab this guy. I think it'll be nice to add some height over in this area because it is kind of like a one size section. And I think the green will be nice because the other area is very brown. So if we put the little cedar here, beautiful, and then the larger hardwood here. Yes, yes. So it kind of looks like maybe they're waiting for them to get full grown before chopping them down. I think that works, and then I do have to stunt these back here, but I don't have apples. But I think that's kind of cute, and then maybe we can add, I don't know, is it weird to add some flowers in here? I mean, would you really have a flower like in a wood chopping area? Probably not. But I just feel like it needs color, and like flowers are an easy way to add color, obviously. I also want to grab, I think I have some vines in my storage, and I do want to add the vines to all of the curved pieces. That might help also cover some of the tiles, so let me grab those. So I added a couple splotches of that grass path that we have that I think adds a little bit more green over here, which I think is nice. I like it. I also have some weeds in here. I think I need to add like a couple more, like maybe like one right here. I do think I don't want to do flowers in here. I think it would just be too busy. So I think weeds is the way to go. I also finished off with this little bit right here, added some more bushes and fencing, and I added some flowers on the other side for a little bit of color. Also capped off this little area over here with some greenery and stuff as well. So I think this little bit right here is doing super well. I am thinking actually, and kind of like what we did right here with this pathing, I kind of want to do that in front of T-Bone's house. Just these 3 little tiles. Oh my gosh, I thought Angus was upset, but no, he's fine. Just like this little thing that we did over there up to the, what is that called? Bridge. Duh. And then we can put some custom codes down on top of it. I think it just makes it a little bit more like visually interesting. And this, I don't want to put too much stuff like in the front of the houses, you know, especially because there are some areas where you can't put anything anyways, which is kind of weird. So I think let's do the flowers on this one, and then the dark dirt we could do the grass like that. That's kind of cute, and it kind of, I don't know, maybe we should we just do it all of the flower path? Although it's going to be a little bit darker on the dark dirt, but let's see what that looks like. I feel like the grass might like blend in too much right in front of his house. I still think that's kind of cute, yeah. And then we can do it on this one as well. It is a little bit darker, but I do like the flowers and everything. And again, it just like adds more color, and it's cute because again, orange is a complementary color to blue, so it works out perfectly. Yeah, I think that's adorable. I feel like something can go right here, or we could just leave it blank, you know? I don't want to like overcrowd the area, but I do think this little area just has like a little wood cutting area is kind of cute. I like it. And then I'm going to do the same kind of thing. Sorry, I had to like drop all my stuff on the ground because my pockets are full. But I think we can do the same kind of thing that we did on the other side over here. So like 2 fences. Do I have any other bushes in my pocket? Of course not. I mean, this spot is kind of weird. Maybe we just do 2. We could do it down here too. Like that. And then these can be like flat. I think only this spot can have something like that. Little corner bit can't, but like there's 2 spots right here. There's 3 spots over here. I think that will work. I think that would work. Actually, I kind of want to add one more piece of fence right here. And then just the little corner bit is a bush. Oh, I was like, where'd my red flower go? I used it right there. Duh. And then like flower, bush, and then maybe just bush right here. Or flower, I don't know, if we want to be fancy. And then I have to figure out what I want to do over on Angus's side. I could move the storefront in between their houses, like if we put it here. I just think it looks a little weird next to his house, like right there. If we put it like over here, kind of like tucked in to this weird little gap over here. Is that as close as it can get over on that side? Oh no, I can move over this way more. Does it look weird that far back? Let me play around with this placement. And do I have the other storefront? Oh, I do. Okay. Yeah. Let me play around with how I want to lay this out. Okay. I'm back and I got a little carried away. I was going to do the like this little shed situation that I have back in this little circle, but I wanted to put a tree here, and then like you couldn't fit anything else. It was kind of stupid. So I moved it all up here, and I think that's actually really cute because like if you come across this bridge, you come to this little shop, and I think it's really cute. Like it looks like you can buy like wood chips or like firewood. You can weigh your stuff out. I thought it'd be cute instead of like an actual like register. They're like, you know, this is like kind of like a garage sale kind of vibe. So they have like a sewing box that they just put their little money in, and I thought that was cute. I think this is like so adorable though, this little wood shop right here. I was also wanting to put a windmill back here, so let's see if I can actually fit it in. I don't know. Oh, actually I could do the tank again. Let's see. Does it bother me that the shed and the tank are the same color? Yes and no. If you're over here, you can't tell. But I think the cedar tree is bigger than the actual windmill. Where do I have the windmill? It disappeared. Did I drop it on the ground? What the heck did I do with the windmill? Am I blind? Windmill. Was that the windmill? No. Come out wherever you are. Oh, I'm so stupid. I put it over here. I was like, I swear it's not in my pockets. No, it's actually, you're correct. It is not in your pockets. It is on the other side of this area, Kaylee. Gosh, silly goose. Also, sorry if you hear that. My cat is on my desk and you know, she's a little congested, okay? She has allergies. Am I dumb again? Okay, there we go. What? Okay, there we go. I mean, it's kind of cute because it adds some motion back there. I just feel like you can't really see it. Maybe we could put it on this side of Angus's house, and then probably all of this will be like filler and stuff back here because you won't really get back here. I might put like a bush here or something so you like actually can't get back there. Like windmill right there. I think that's cuter. You can see it a little bit more, you know? I'm not 100% set on it though, so I might move it. But I do think that is kind of cute right there. And then I also want to make a little pathway to Angus's house. So I'm thinking we can actually use the plank pathing. Like maybe start it right here. No. Oh, I didn't mean to pick that up. Maybe on this side. And just like immediately start it off with a curve. I have to stop recording in a second because I have to go to stream. And I'm very excited that I did not schedule myself to decorate on this stream because I already feel like I am using all of my brain power right now to decorate. So if I had to decorate on that stream, it would probably be a disaster. Yeah, I think that's a little cute. I think that's cute. Like a little walkway. And then do I put something here so you can't like get to his house, or is that weird? I only have one more piece of barbed wire fence. I feel like it'd be a little weird. Maybe just like flowers and bushes and stuff right here, and maybe like a tiny tree. And this will probably be filler. This will be small filler because I don't really want it to like block too much, and I think it's only one tile anyways. Yeah, you can't put anything else farther than that, so that's okay actually. And then this might just be like a little bit of a filler moment as well. Maybe like something exciting in between, you know? And then we have this big area over here that I also want to decorate, but I'm probably going to do that after my stream. I'm thinking I want to do even more of a tree farm right here actually. And I'm thinking I want to do rows of dirt path. I kind of want to end this pathing like right here, and then everything over is kind of like a tree farm situation and more of like a structured farm than this one. I kind of want to do vertical rows of pathing of like stripes, you know? So maybe actually the windmill would look cute where I had it. But I'm thinking, let me do dark dirt first. And I think I want to leave like a tile, so like starting it here. And I don't think I want to bring it all the way next to the cliff like I did the other side of the incline, so like right here. And then maybe not all the way against that, so something like this. And then when it gets like deeper where the incline kind of goes in, maybe we can move it like a little farther back, like this one can go up another tile. I don't know, is this too big for a tree farm? Maybe we can do a section with hardwood, a section with cedar, and a section with bamboo? I don't know. I'll think about this while I'm streaming, and then when I come back, I can kind of talk about what I've thought about. So I will see you all in a little bit. I'm probably going to see some of you in a second, which is kind of Inception. Hello again. As you can see, I have done some work over here. I finished planning out this area and I decided I was going to make it a vineyard because I do have a couple items that I feel like would work over in this area. So I do have the backpack, the grape harvest backpack, which I think is really cute. You can just like stand it right there. It looks very cute. I also one day randomly got the grape hat in a balloon, and I've been waiting to see if I wanted to make it into a vineyard build, so I kept it, and I do want to do a vineyard build. And I started setting up this little shop situation, like where you can get like your wine and stuff. I don't have the decorative bottles, which is a little bit of a bummer. I'm gonna try to see if I can get that by the end of the challenge. If we don't have it though, you know, that's okay. But I was planning on using little tiny stunted trees and the grape hat interchangeably, so like a tiny tree, a grape hat, a tiny tree, a grape hat, and so on and so on. And we would just do that for like this entire situation that we have here. And then this area right here would be, like I said, where you get your wine. I do have to go to Harv's to customize this thing. And I was trying to see if I wanted to use the wooden wardrobe here because I did make another custom design. Shocker. And I was looking at a bunch of vineyard builds and they all had these like little barrels. So I tried to make my own. I think it turned out like pretty good. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but you know, I think it gets across the idea that it's a barrel. I have this other one also, but it looks like a little lumpy. So I think I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah, this was like the first version and then I copied it to see if I could make it look a little bit smoother. And this one does look much smoother, so I think I'm gonna go with that one. But I do have to order some more simple panels because I had only had 2. I need to order more grape hats and I need to take this thing to go customize the covered counter. So I'm gonna go customize that first to the brown version and then, I mean, I guess I can order this stuff right here. So we do need a couple more grape hats. I guess I'm just gonna buy 5 today because it's gonna take us a couple days of time traveling to get everything that we need. Because I also want to see if I want to use a storefront instead of the little wooden wardrobe that we have here. Because I'm not sure how tall the simple panel is, if it's gonna block that little guy. But I thought he looked really cute right there. He kind of looks like a grape, right? So I don't know. I'm gonna go take this customize and then I'll see you back when I've time traveled enough to where we have all of the stuff we need for this area. Okay, I've time traveled and I have some of our stuff. So let us take a look. We have a storefront in brown and okay, that's as far as it can go back. And then I did customize those simple panels with the little barrel design. So that is what that looks like. I think it looks really good. You know what? I'm actually very proud of myself for this. I'm actually so proud of myself for that design. And okay, maybe we can scoot this back by a little bit and then the other simple panel can go here. I just want to see if it covers that guy too much. Yeah. Oh. I would say yes, as you cannot see him at all. But I also have the Casablanca lilies, and I think they're in purple. Yeah, so I was wondering if that would look cute up there. I mean, that's kind of cute. I don't know which one I like more. I don't know, I like that it brings a little bit more purple into this area. You know, I think I like that one more. Is there anything slightly taller that is a DIY that we can place something on top of? Because this is already kind of tall. But I don't think I have anything else taller than that I can place something on. No, it doesn't look like I have anything taller. I don't know what would be. Like I know the like display, like the wide display shelf is kind of tall. But that doesn't even go on top, so never mind. What am I talking about? I think I like the lilies, so I have these storefronts for no reason, but that's okay. And then I do have to craft another wooden thing. We could we put if we move this, wait, okay, I'm thinking, brain power. If we move this up, right, and then put the simple panel back, could we put the storefront on the side so it has something over here? If I can find where my storefront went. If we put it like that. Oh, well, not exactly that direction. This way. And then scoot that back in there. Would that look okay or would it look weird because is there going to be a gap? Oh, I guess there's no gap. Does that look better? Also, is there a tile back there? I'm trying to see. I think this is a half tile right here. Let me try to place a vine that will tell me. Yeah, it's a half tile. Because I was thinking we could put one back there to have like a little bit of a edge behind it. But I do kind of like the storefronts on the side. It kind of makes it feel like a little bit grander. Oh, I think I only grabbed one of them. Let me make another, I need to make another wooden wardrobe and I'll grab my other little storefronty guy and then I will have to buy another Casablanca lily thing. I am so annoyed because I really want to put a tree right here. I really want to put a tree, but I can't because that little cliff is too close, I think. Well, that's very rude. I thought a tree would look adorable right there. I could put a tree here. What? Because of this cliff? Oh. The rules of this game, please Please, Nintendo, let me just put a tree wherever I want. I don't care if it looks weird, if it glitches into the side of the cliff, okay? I don't care. I don't care. I want it to go there. Okay, shut up. It can't fit there. Oh, maybe because of the fence it can't? But what? Oh, I'm stupid. It's supposed to go here. It would help if I put it in the right spot. Kaylee. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty big. That is a pretty big building. Yeah. Pretty big. Okay. Do I like the storefronts? Now I'm second guessing. I feel like it looks just like too big now. Like, why? Oh my gosh. I have too much stuff in my pockets. Because now it's like butting up right against the, what do I even have in my pockets? Okay. This stuff can go away. Now it's butting up right against the tree farm area where the actual vineyard's gonna go. And now I feel like it looks weird. Maybe we just keep it like this. I do kind of want something taller behind the simple panels. What if, okay, hold it. What if we did, I'm really trying to figure this out. My brain is working at 1,000 miles per minute. If we put the thing back here, also I can never find anything in my pockets. That was dramatic sound. I didn't need to do that. If we put the wooden wardrobe here, pushed it all the way back, put the Casablanca lilies up there, right? Yes. Okay, I see what I'm cooking. Where's my other storefront? And then I put the wooden wardrobe over here, maybe. Oh, right here. And then maybe we put like a barrel in front of it. I feel like this looks better. I feel like this looks better than the storefronts on the outside. I like this approach better. And the question is, do I have enough materials to build a barrel? Because this is a never-ending game of I need to go back into my house to get more materials, and my materials are slowly dwindling to nothing. And I need to chop a lot more wood, which I will probably do after I'm done recording this video, since it's already super late. I'll probably do it while I'm laying in bed. Love it. Okay. There we go. And then we can put a barrel in front, maybe. Yes, yes. Barrel. Barreled? No. Barrel. Yes. And then a barrel over here. When you try your best, but the game hates you. Yes. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Okay. And then we could put something up here. Could I also actually use my little guy? Oh, I dropped him up here. My little gyroid guy. Just a little guy while working at a winery. He's so cute there. Yeah. And then I could put like a bush here, or I could make a wooden box and put it here and then put something on top of it. That would be mighty cute. I also don't know if I want to use this chair that I have, or if I want to use a wooden stool. The thing with the wooden stool is that I could make a custom design that has more purple on it to bring more purple over into this area. Because I do have these that I made. I'm so good at naming my patterns. Look at that design pattern. Let me change this into a purple version. I made the little purple gingham or checker, whatever pattern you want to call it. And I think I do like that because I like the color in it. So I'll probably use the ranch chairs somewhere else. It's kind of a bummer though, because I did just customize those and order one. I took a Tarvs and had him customize it, and then I ordered one, but at least I have two for later on. But I do have to make another stool, and I think I have literally just the amount of wood that I need for that. Yeah, I'm also thinking of maybe using like a pot in this area. I do think I have a... Did I just do the right thing? I made a bucket. Okay, not what I wanted to make. I think I just used the wood that I wanted. No! Okay, well, I'll go get more wood, but I want to grab that pot I have as well. Yeah, I think it has purple on it. It's so funny that I have random stuff out here, but I've like walked around this area so much looking for stuff that I kind of know where stuff is at this point. So like, this pot or small vase, what is it called? Small vase is, yeah, it has a little bit of purple on it. It has like little purple flowers and butterflies. So I think I can use that. Oh, there's wood out here. I can take it. Oh, perfect. That's just how much I need too. Okay. So I think I maybe can use this pot in this area, vase, whatever you want to call it, here as well. I feel like the bucket kind of makes sense as well, so I can probably make that work. I just was not intending to actually make that. I'm just a dummy and clicked the wrong thing because I was yapping and not paying attention. Okay, so I need to buy 1, 2, 3, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I need to buy 4 more grape hats and 1 Casablanca lily, which I think is enough. So I'm gonna order those real quick and time travel, and then we can skip to the next day and see hopefully what this area looks like when it's fully decorated. I mean, I have to add like bushes and some stuff to other little areas, but for the most part decorated. If I had to count how many times I've accidentally placed these stupid grape hats on my head instead of placing them, it would be like 4. And that's like an embarrassingly high number for this task of just placing them down right here. Like, why have I done that several times at this point? Kaylee, please pay attention. Like, if I do it right now, I'm actually gonna be mad. But now that I'm saying it, I'm focusing. Yes. Okay, beautiful. Also ordered another Casablanca lily, so that is there. I did end up using my other barrel over there in the back. I just wanted to add some decorations on the side over there. So I added another barrel, so I do have to craft one for over here. But I did have another, what is this? A blue Boyd, but it was blue, so I just went ahead and customized it to the same purple version that we had over here. So that works. I do have to put something here. Not exactly sure what I want to do. I do have 4 more pieces of barbed wire fence. So I could put like 1, 2, 3, 4 right there, but I'd have to pick up all this stuff. Well, really, I think I'd only have to pick up these 2, which, you know, is not a lot of work. So let me just do it and not complain. Oh, not me trying to shovel, trying to shovel the hat. But yeah, that's the only one I had to do. So see, sometimes you complain about stuff, meaning, as I'm saying, sometimes I'm meaning me. Sometimes I complain about doing stuff because it takes like 2 seconds. But really, like I just said, it takes literally 2 seconds. So why am I refusing to do it? Because I'm lazy. Yes, yes. Thank you very much for coming to my TED Talk about being lazy. Okay, I do have to pick up this hat as well. Bada bing, bada boom. Perfect. And then a little hat goes here. Place you down. Cutie patootie. There we go. And then I'll probably put like another bush right here because we kind of have that pattern going on right here. Oh, I should have bought more bushes when I was over at Harv's. They're probably the plumeria and the hydrangeas. I should have bought more because I'm running out of this one, whatever this is, the plumeria. But I think this looks good over here. I just have to craft another barrel, put a little thing here. And then I think I do want to add some custom codes under this build right here. And then I should connect this somehow. Oh, I don't have my thing out. We could do a little, you know, my favorite little trick. I guess it's not really a trick, but the planks. Oh my gosh, I love planks. And then maybe like a little curvy one right here. A little curve. And then this goes up to this direction, so you can go to the little area, which I feel like maybe that's only where we should do the little pathway, you know, like do. Because really, if you're like a person coming to do a wine tasting, you're not gonna go to the vineyard, right? But I might just add like little weeds. Like, I don't even think it really needs to be that big of a deal right here. So like 2 weeds. Beautiful. Of course they're the same weed. But yeah, something like that. And then a bush here. I need to add the barrel over here. Add some custom codes down. Maybe some flowers and weeds right here as well. And then I feel like that kind of completes this area back here. I was thinking of filling that area back there with some flowers, but I feel like it will be like a little distracting. So I might just leave that area blank back there. And then really the only other areas that we have are this small little area, this little like 5 tiles right here. I did fill in this small little corner right here just with some flowers and bushes. And then I do have to like just stuff some stuff back here real quick. Also, I've been using the vines to get to the bushes because I'm lazy and I don't want to use the staircase because I'm lazy. So I've just been going climbing down and getting my bushes. Okay, I'll see you in a second after I finish all of this stuff. Okay, so I think officially this area is done. So we have the little vineyard over here. There's some like farming equipment over to the left side that you can like barely see if we're standing like right here. We have obviously our like actual vineyard part. We have the little winery shop that I think turned out really cute. I also added the little backpack right there, which I think is adorable. I will keep my eyes out for the lovely little decorative bottles. If I find those, they will definitely go in this area, so stay tuned for that. We just have some filler up here by the river. And then over here we have like the lumbarjack kind of yard where they grow their trees, chop them down, do some tool stuff, I don't know. Here's T-Bone's house right here. And then in between the two little houses, I gave them like somewhat of another like, maybe like a storage area of some sort. So like a tool shed, they have some like equipment, some wires. And then we have the wood log and mulch shop, I guess. I remembered I had a little snack bag, so I added that right there. I think that's really cute. I might customize the bag though, because I feel like it matches the chair a little bit too much, which is a little weird. So actually, yeah, I might customize that. And then back here, I just added a bunch of flowers and weeds and everything. And then I did put a bush right here, so you can't really get in there, which I don't want you to go back there. So I just filled it with flowers and stuff. And you know, Isabel loves flowers, so the more flowers, the better. But I really like how this area turned out. It's a really big area, and I kind of want to see what it looks like on the map now that we've finished it. So let's just run back here real quick. Also, I am not used to having the Nook shopping app, so I keep going to my terraforming app when I'm trying to go to the custom designs because I just have like the muscle memory of that, and it's very annoying. But yeah, that whole area is filled in, which is pretty big. It's basically like 3 whole tiles, except for like a little bit like right behind like resin services, like along that river right there. But that's basically 3 full tiles that we decorated today. And then I also wanted to mention something that I kind of plan on doing off of video just while relaxing, or maybe tomorrow morning before I start recording. I do want to move all of these crops, and I was thinking of having some more little areas where they're like chopping wood. So I was thinking of having more tree stumps and some knocked over little log benches like this that kind of look like that's like the chopped tree that's on the ground. So I kind of wanted to do that in this area right here just to extend the tree farm a bit. And then I was thinking, I have this. I was thinking down here maybe just adding some of the, what is that crop called? The sugar cane, because it's kind of like almost like a filler type thing. So I was thinking about adding that back there, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's like natural enough that I feel like it won't catch your eye too much. I just do feel like I need something there. So I was thinking the sugar cane would be kind of cute, and it's kind of just like, it's a little taller, you know, so I might do that too. I think I'll have to grow some. Actually, I might have some of the starts in my storage, or like the like picked sugar cane that I can add in there. And since it's raining right now, it will have like 2 little sprouts, which is really good. But yeah, I have to move all of these crops in order to do that little farm that I was talking about with the tree farm situation. So I'll probably do that. I don't know if I want to add the dark dirt to this area yet, kind of like what we have next to T-Bone's house over here. I do like that because it kind of makes it look like an official area and not just like random chopped trees that I didn't do anything with. So I might do that, and then I have to figure out what kind of path I want to lead through this area right here. This whole area by this river is just like so weird. One of the parts I really don't like about this island, but that's okay, because it will have to lead this direction to get you up to the campsite, which has a little ladder right here. And then we do have this guy right here, this little bridgey guy to go over to the neighborhood. So I'll have to figure out what kind of path situation I want to do over there. I don't know, but I feel like we did a lot today. I feel like that was a lot, especially because I streamed today as well. I feel like I've been playing this game for like 17 hours today. I also just remembered, I think there is like a champagne flute or like a sparkling cider flute that you can get. I think it's around New Year's in the ABD, so I might time travel there to get that item. But that's going to be the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I assume this is a really long one, so hopefully, I don't know, you enjoyed it. But I had a lot of fun with this build, and tomorrow's video will be tomorrow. So if that video is ready for you to go ahead and watch that now, it will be somewhere on the screen for you. I'm assuming over there. So if it's ready, go ahead and watch that. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!